Realistically, these influencers will stick a baby in an OF model and then tell you all women are the same, they just want your money, there's no point, you need to become a millionaire, you need to do this, you need to be driving this car, you need a Lambo, you need this, that and the other, to try and put every woman in the same category as this OF model that you've just stuck a baby in. So now you gotta justify your bad decision by telling your audience, well, this is, at least she's attractive, at least she's a 10 out of 10. Quickly talk about these influencers and these podcasters, basically these people that are teaching you about dating, right? The modern day dating. Now, first of all, I'm not here to defend the modern day woman. I'm well aware of what they're capable. I'm well aware of what they're capable of and the state of modern day dating. I understand how hard it is right now, but a lot of these podcasters and influencers are just basically lying about what it is, and they're making it seem way worse and way harder than what it is, because these are the big voices. This is where you're seeing everything. Now, if you watch one of these podcasts, you know these podcasts where it's just got a bunch of OnlyFans models sitting around the table, right? And, you know, they could just say something like, the podcaster could say, all right, all women want a man who's taller. Okay. Then one of the women will go, well, I don't. My ex was shorter than me, or blah, 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 blah. And then they'll say, well, exceptions don't make the rule. Women want a man who's taller. Okay, that's true. Exceptions don't make the rule. In the same breath, they'll tell you, the people watching, that you're not going to be able to get a girl unless you're a millionaire, unless you're over 6 foot. Why? Because all these attractive women are getting DMs by millionaires, from millionaires, being sent to Dubai. They're just jumping on a plane, going to Dubai, and they're on some rich guy's boat. So you're not going to be able to get one unless this, that, and the other, right? Now, exceptions don't make the rule. There are some attractive women that will reply to a random DM from someone from Dubai, but the majority of the attractive women that get these DMs don't reply. Do you think the majority of attractive women jump on a plane to go meet a random person and just be on someone's boat? No. They're the tapped ones. They're the extreme. The majority of attractive women won't even sit on a podcast and chat to these guys, right? So these guys, I shouldn't even have to say this because it's not rocket science, and these guys are people that got no pussy growing up, right? And it frustrated them to the point where they've got some type of anger, right? So now they've channeled that anger and they've found a loophole, they've found a hack, they've provided a platform for the women, and now they can give their views and their perspective on these women. And now, you know, essentially you got an open door to bang these women. It just is what it is. Because you've structured this thing to where you're getting these types of women now, these little pockets in Dubai, these little pockets in Miami, or wherever it is, the people watching, you'll say, see, these are what women are like. Nah, these are the extreme. These are OnlyFans models. So does every attractive woman jump on OnlyFans? They can just jump on and become a millionaire, right? So why don't every attractive woman just jump on OnlyFans? Why don't every attractive woman just jump on a podcast, have an OnlyFans, and just, why don't every attractive woman just go to Dubai and just be on someone's boat and just get money off these millionaires? Because the majority of women are just not willing to do that, because it's that dark when you think about it. It takes an actual tapped type of woman to do it. So this idea that you can't get an attractive woman because she's doing this, that, and the other. No. You can't get an OF model? Do you want one for more than one night? Right? So they're painting this brush. Realistically, these influencers will stick a baby in an OF model and then tell you all women are the same, they just want your money, there's no point, you need to become a millionaire, you need to do this, you need to be driving this car, you need a Lambo, you need this, that, and the other, to try and put every woman in the same category as this OF model that you've just stuck a baby in. So now you gotta justify your bad decision by telling your audience, well, this is, at least she's attractive, at least she's a 10 out of 10. You might as well do the same thing, because all women are gonna leave you anyway. And if you get with a regular woman that a millionaire is just gonna drive past and she's just gonna jump in the car and you're never gonna see her again, it's all bullshit, right? They're all lying. Open your eyes, step outside, look at the attractive women you see. Are they in Dubai? Are they on OnlyFans? Most of them are not. Most of them are just working regular jobs. Again, exceptions don't make the rule. Millionaires are exceptions. So, yes, I'm well aware of female nature. I'm well aware that if a woman is grinding on enough with someone with status and a millionaire and this and put in certain situations, the odds of them drifting away from their current boyfriend, it could happen, but in just reality, these things are exceptions. They hardly happen. To think that you need to drive a Lambo, you need to be this, you need to be that, to get a girl just makes no fucking sense. Anyone who's lived in the real world knows that, right? If you're outside long enough, you'll just slip and fall in some pussy anyway. I don't know what the motive is for these guys other than justifying their own mistakes and their own actions. These guys sit on podcasts and I see it pop up on my feed every now and again. They're getting exposed in DMs because they're still sliding in DMs and trying to, do you know what I mean? It's just like, mate, trying to make up for lost time because they got nothing growing up. So now they're pushing 40 or they are 40 or over, still doing the shit that, you know, we were doing when we were 18, 19, 20. So don't get too into it. They're all lying. And even if they're not lying, they're inexperienced. So let me break this down. All of their experiences, right, come from books they've read and podcasts they've listened to, right? So they started getting women when they created a podcast and was able to platform women, right? So they're giving you advice, but they didn't get no women until they made a podcast to give you advice, and then the women started coming. So they've got no experience. It's manufactured experience, right? It all comes from a book. So it put it like this. Their minds are like this. You know when you got symptoms and then you Google it, and then it's the worst case scenario. But then you go to the doctor who's experienced and tells you, no, I've seen this a million times. It's nothing to worry about. Just go home and it'll be gone in a couple of weeks, right? Because the person with experience has seen these things thousands of times and has been through the ringer and has made mistakes and made good decisions and bad decisions. Now they're qualified to talk to you. This person who just went on Google is going to give you the worst case scenario, because the front page of Google are the scariest things because they get clicked the most. So the scariest stories and what these women are capable of will get pushed to the front. This is what it is. This is what you should be worried about. But if you comb through it, it's an exception. Exception don't make the rule. Yes, your symptoms could be something bad, but the odds of it being something bad are so slim that there's no point worrying about it. Peace.